Hello, everyone, and welcome and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Anya Chornia, and I'm the Program and Grant Manager at Prague Quadrennial. I'm happy to see you all here in the webinar, and it's about the PQ Publication Cultures Open Call. And let me introduce our team members who are joining us today. This is Pavel Drabek, curator of the PQ Publication Cultures.
Hello, everyone. Hello, very nice to meet you and looking forward to working with you.
We have here Barbara Přihodová, our artistic director, and Adam Svoboda, our executive director. And also we have here Anna Chlipcova. It's a production manager of PQ. And during today's session, we will go step by step through everything you need to know to apply to PQ Publication Cultures 2027. Before we start, I would like to explain how our Q&A session will work. So basically, everyone, you are in a attendees mode, which means that you cannot talk to us and we cannot see you, but you can type your questions in the chat or in our Q&A box, preferably in our Q&A box, so we could see your questions. To begin, I would like to hand the word to Barbara Přihodová, who will give a short introduction to Prague Quadrennial Festival and our theme, Absences and Silence. Oh, and also I'd like to share our presentation.
Thank you very much, Anya. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this webinar. I am here to just very briefly speak about a context for what you're going to hear about publication cultures section. So if we can move on to the slide that show us the overall structure of PQ 2027, this is a bird eye view, so to speak. On the left, you see that we have exhibitions curated by participating countries and regions. That's a big part of what we do. And then the second part of our programming that's on your screens on the in the right, those are program sections prepared by PQ Curatorial team. This is where publication culture is nested as well. And so this is what we're going to be focusing on today during this webinar. PQ Publication Cultures is a section that focuses on publications in the wider sense of the word, and I'm sure Pavel will explain a little bit more about that. It's also a section that focuses on the ways we disseminate and cultivate knowledge about scenography, and it's a section that has traditionally included our award for best publication. And that's what we're going to be focusing on today. The overall topic for PQ 2027 is absences and silences as spaces for something new, as spaces for potential. And all curators of our program sections have been asked to respond in one way or another to this topic. With this, I'm going to pass on the word to Pavel Drabek. We're very happy that he agreed on to take care of this section again. He did that in 23, so for 27, he's going to be again responsible for PQ publication cultures, and he can tell us a little bit more about it. Thank you, Pavel.
Oh, once again, hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Barbara, for introducing me, and thank you, Anna, for the PowerPoint presentation. So in the past, this program was called a PQ Best Publication Award. The award still remains. However, I would like to move, or I offer in this curatorial concept to move towards the knowledge cultures, the publication cultures, while we also compete. But the competition, I would believe, is less important, and I would like to frontline the meetings, the sharing of the knowledge, because all around the world there are artists, scholars, professionals, students, and people who are fans and amateur lovers of scenography, performance design, performance space, and other disciplines that are attached to it, whether it's performance technologies, whether it's I don't know, costume, or even performance and writing. And I would like, as part of this program, to encourage as much of sharing, so that the silences and the absences that we know are somewhere intentionally conceived in such a way to encourage the sharing and highlight the knowledge. So if we can move on to the next slide, Anya. Uh, we are looking at publications that came out. Thank you very much. Uh, and we are, as I mentioned, primarily interested in connecting the global community of sonographers, designers, technologists, experienced or mid-career, or only just starting, or early careers, or students. I would like to kind of promote the idea that PQ is a great opportunity for professionals or aspiring professionals to come and share knowledge, to get inspiration, and to communicate across cultural, linguistic, and other borders and boundaries. So the PQ publication cultures wants to highlight and bring out into the open uh, the global community, from the silences to a forum. We focus on publications about contemporary as well as historical sonography and performance design. And there are wonderful publications, and there have always been wonderful publications in all kinds of formats and incredible languages. And where else but at PQ 2027 should we bring them together and get to understand how others think, how others view the disciplines that come into play and participate in sonography and performance design. This is true about contemporary practice, about the past practice, because we do celebrate and research and analyze the work of people and professionals and practitioners in the past, but also we are seeing publications that are manifestos for the future. There are theoretical works that open new horizons. So this is all about publication and the sharing that we want to do there. We would like to promote these publications, and I would like to carry on with what we did a couple of years ago in the previous edition, where we published a long list of publications, which then encouraged publishers to promote their work and gave greater attention to authors, researchers, professionals, practitioners, editors, translators, then a short list, and of course, then the winners with honorary mentions. So we would like to promote these publications and share the knowledge. And we are doing this. We plan to do this in several ways. That's not only in the competition, which is of course very important, but also in a display. You will see on some of the later slides some of the photographs from PQ 2023, and on the video that I made for social media with the PQ team, you'll see some older pictures where publications submitted to the previous programs were exhibited and made available during PQ, the PQ festival. We also are looking at promoting the books online, giving as much attention as can be to all the wonderful work that is happening around the globe. And of course, we want to enhance what is going on and allow people to share this knowledge. We want to support students learning and foster an open culture of knowledge. And this is very important because there are boundaries that are being created. In the past, we've seen a number of political boundaries, which unfortunately are emerging again, cultural, linguistic boundaries, but very often nowadays, economic boundaries, because not everyone can afford to travel to Central Europe for 11 days, or if they live in far away country, or if they are in an economic setting that is not very very supportive of expensive travel. And that's why we are encouraging an open culture with open access publications. Of course, we acknowledge that there are publications that are published in other regimes, but we would like to promote the open culture of sharing across any of these borders as much as can be. Uh, the program of PQ Publication Cultures includes the PQ Best Publication Award, which some of you who have participated in the past PQs will know about. There will be an expert jury who will be looking at the books and considering them, appreciating them, what they are about, but also how they are made, how they are shared, and so on. And in order to promote this knowledge and uh, promote the books and allow and engender the sharing, we are coming up with a new aspect, which is slightly inspired by PQ Talks, but also inspired a lot by literary festivals, namely the Authors Reading Month. And for some of the shortlisted publications, we would like to, we are planning to organize short sessions of authors reading or sharing or presenting on their books and allowing audiences participating at PQ to come and listen to it, understand something that is written maybe on the other side of the globe, maybe purchase the books if the books if the books are available for sale, and of course have them signed, so that we turn our authors, translators, and editors into admired personalities as they should be. So, but there will be more about this in the future. This is just to say in brief that we are trying and doing our best to connect the global community and encourage the sharing of knowledge between us. We accept any book-length publications they came out between November 2022, which was the cutoff year to date for the previous previous edition of PQ, and the end of September 2026 across all scenographic disciplines. I will say a little bit about this. By what we mean by book length publications, of course, monographs, books about a certain topic that are authors by one person or a team, or edited collections that are published in books, whether physical books or ebooks, are all eligible. We also include new journals, not journal issues as such, but new journals that emerged or will emerge between November 2022 and September 2026, as well as online zines and magazines that devote their attention to any of the scenographic disciplines that are covered by PQ. We also are looking at special issues. So, for instance, there may be a journal, a well-established journal, that does a special issue on a particular topic, and that becomes almost like a book, a monograph. That is eligible as well. If you are in doubt whether your publication comes within the conditions, please don't hesitate to drop us an email. The call has a contact for me as well, so we will clarify. But we are open. Could we come back to the previous slide, please, Anna? I would like to say a little bit more about the previous one. Yes, thank you. We are looking at the books both as for the quality of the content and the design of the publications as books in their own right. So this is to encourage not only people who could create the content, but also people who create the form and the formats. We promote all the submissions. We want to give attention to them online, and of course, winners will be announced at PQ 2027. There will be potential sales, signings, readings, Q&As, and presentations at PQ 2027 to encourage that. We can move on to the next slide. Thank you. The details of the call are all on PQ. Towards the end, when Anya takes over again, she will show those of you who are watching this from the recording, as well as those who are in attendance, how to get there. Now you can see some of the photos from the previous year. So 10 Together was the winning publication by Longva and Carpenter, a wonderful book that I was very proud to have seen, read, and enjoyed thoroughly. But as part of that exhibition, we can move on to the next slide. As part of that exhibition, we showed all the publications that were submitted. Those who were long-listed had a one tag. Those who were shortlisted had another tag, and the winners were promoted in a way. But this was again an open space, an open opportunity for all the attendants, all the visitors to PQ 2023 to browse through, leaf through the books and admire the knowledge. We plan to do something similar for 2027. Of course, the details are forthcoming. We can move on to the next slide. And I think that's everything from me at this particular point. I'm looking forward to all the submissions. You will see that as part of the submission, there are some details that we would like you to fill in and submit as part of your publication. This is to help the jury assess, but also to help us promote your book. All the details are on the call. Anya, over to you now, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pavel, for this great presentation of the curatorial concept, and thank you so much again for this structured explanation. And now we will go to open call. I would like to show you how to get to the open call and how to find all the instructions. So first, you should go on a Prague Quadrennial webpage, and you will see here right on the first page our open calls, our current open calls. You're going to explore them, and you go to PQ Publication Cultures Open Call. Here you have the open call itself in a PDF format, and you will see this written explanation of curatorial concept and deadlines and everything which goes with this open call. Also, I'd like to draw your attention on our last page, not the last page, but yes, here you could get in touch with us in case you will get any other questions about the open call itself, about the submission form, about everything. You should write an email to call@pq.tz. So this is our email, and do not hesitate to contact us in case you will have any kind of questions about this open call. And now we will go back to the presentation, and I will show you I will guide you through the submission form. So you will need to, as I showed you before, go on our website and to find this open call. And there you will have the link to submission form. We use the Eventeval platform for that. So first you will need to create a new account, or in case if you already have an account, you can put your submission form through that account. So first you will need to registrate. This is how it will be looking like. So go through the registration process. It's quite intuitive, it's easy one, and you will get to our front page of Eventeval platform, and you will need to find a form of PQ publication cultures. The form itself is quite intuitive. Everything there is written down, and what is required from you is to fulfill all the fields which are with an asterisk. And if in any case, if the field is not applicable for you, you can just like put an X or any kind of symbol in that field. Then you will need to upload your publication details, visuals, and provide your author or editor information. And of course, that all will be in that submission form. So you will need to stick to important deadlines. Deadline for the submission of an application form is 30th of September 2026. And you will get the notification of shortlisted entries on the January 31st in 2027. And here is our timeline, so you could see it better. The most important deadline for all of you right now would be the September 30th, which is deadline for submissions. And of course, remember, it's always better to start earlier than to try to finish it right the day before, right? And please also take your time to fill the form very carefully and just like read everything carefully, which is written in there. And now I will hand the word to Adam Svoboda, and he will explain us what PQ provides for participating authors.
Thank you, Anya. My name is Adam Svoboda, and I am Executive Director of PQ 2027. And as Anya mentioned, I will tell you a little bit more about what PQ provides and what we are going to need from your side. So, of course, PQ is providing inclusion in the catalog and program mentioning. We will be also providing technical support and production support here on the spot. We will also try to help you with securing the funds so you can get here to Prague to visit PQ with grant letters and invitation letters and so on. We will also provide you a festival pass for the whole duration of PQ and partial local logistic support here. What we are going to need from your side is, of course, the right to exhibit your publications. We will need 2 physical copies and 1 digital copy. The digital copy is for the jury, so they can evaluate all the publications, and the physical copies are needed, of course, for the display on the exhibition, of course, and also for our archive. Important thing, Anya already mentioned the deadline until when we are going to need the physical copies, which is end of September 2026. We strongly recommend posting them earlier, like September 10th latest. So we will have them at time. The posting, the shipping of the publications is the shipping responsibilities and costs are on your side. So you need to send the publications like with delivery duty paid regime. So all the custom tax, VAT are already paid by you. You can also mark the shipping by write there a gift. So in that way, it might be free of all the charges I mentioned. I think that's all from my side. I hope all the details are in the open call and in the submission form itself. You can read everything in there and ask us later via email or however you wish to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adam, for introducing us conditions of participation. And now I think it's time to go for our Q&A session. Once again, I would like to highlight that we have the call at pq.cz email for your questions in case anything would not be clear for you from today's webinar. And here you have the link to our webpage with an open call and with a submission form there. So please do not hesitate to contact us in case of something. And as for questions, one of the frequent questions we are getting, it is about It's about the evaluation of the publication. For example, how is the design and material quality are evaluated, and if this visual part of the book is also evaluated. And I think this question is for Pavel.
Yes, thank you very much, Anya, and thank you very much, Adam, for all the details. So primarily, of course, we are looking at the content, but we are taking into consideration, let's say, in the second step, also the quality of the make, whether the publisher themselves and the book designer have paid sufficient attention to the work presented. So, for instance, the quality of the prints, the quality of the layout. Of course, we are in the artistic domain, so we do care how the work itself is presented. But first and foremost, this is about knowledge. This is about knowledge cultures. So I would highlight the knowledge, and of course, the packaging is part of the message, but I would say it is secondary. And while I'm at it, while I'm talking about the evaluation, something that I could have mentioned, and I will mention it here because it's also a common question that we have been getting over the past. Uh, we are open to all languages, no matter how small or how big. And I think this is very, very, very important. Uh, uh, the jury is named with a view to managing more than just the usual suspect languages such as English or occasionally Spanish, but we are very keen to have speakers who can read other languages as well. But of course, no single person can manage everything. For that reason, we always want to, or we are asking all the submissions, as part of the submissions, to have a summary in English, and also, where possible, a video of it in English that explains what the book is about. Uh, and I think the effort that you put as a submitting author, editor, or publisher into this will fructify. So please do take the care to present the book to us, especially if it's in a less known language. I would highlight that we need exactly those lesser languages, and the knowledge that is published in smaller cultures to be shared, because that's often where we hit boundaries and borders, and that's where we don't get to hear about the amazing work and the wonderful knowledges, and I'm intentionally using the plural, the knowledges across the world. So please take this as an opportunity to share what you're doing in your culture, in your language culture, in your publication culture, so that it's brought out of the silence and and we don't have an absence in uh, individual individual cultures, because we would like to understand and see the scenographic art through your eyes.
Thank you so much, Pavel, for the answer. And also thank you so much for covering the theme with the language, because we had also a question about the language of the book. So, and the next question is, I think it's also for Pavel, is self-publishing is accepted?
Yes, this is a good question, very good question. Yes, of course it is. It is. Here I would say, please err on the side of generosity. So if you have published something and you believe that it's worth submitting, please do submit it. If even if you have published it yourself, I have spoken already about the formats. As long as it's kind of book length publication, let's say a substantive contribution to sonographic knowledge, please do submit it. This is not only for established publishers, but also for communities and knowledge that is shared, let's say, in less formalized or less industrialized ways. So yes, absolutely.
Thank you. The next question, I think it could be relevant with the previous one. Can student publications or university press editions apply?
Yes, they can. Of course, university presses are incredibly valuable and important in sharing expert knowledges. If we only relied on commercial publishers or others, we would not thrive as well as stenographers as we do. So yes, student and of course university publishers, public publications are promoted very much.
Thank you, Pavel. Next question is more of organizational one, but I think it's also for you. Can a co-authored book be submitted by one representative?
Okay, this is a good question. With as long as you have permissions from the publishers, from the editors, for people who own copyright and who own the intellectual property rights, uh, you can submit any book. But Adam mentioned in his presentation about the permission to exhibit uh, and share this. So yes, uh, as long as this is done with the knowledge and you are not contravening someone's wishes, please do submit on the other person's behalf. This it does happen that a book comes out uh, after the editors or the publishers death, for instance, or when they are no longer to submit it themselves, or that a cultural center submits the publications that they publish in their series. Yes, we need to promote those as well, and we gladly do it.
Thank you, Pavel. The next question is about can edited collections or exhibition catalogs be submitted?
So here I would suggest think about it if it's a book collection, if it's just a catalog of 20 pages that is giving the dates and does not share much of a knowledge about it's more of a kind of program, I would say probably not. But if it's a catalog that and the catalogs that often come out in support of publication of exhibitions that are full-fledged books and are effectively monographs. I would say absolutely, please do that because exhibitions have a lifespan of a few weeks or a few months at the most, and it's the publications, the books that give them the longevity. So absolutely, if that book has the ambition to carry that knowledge that the curators put into the curated exhibition, please do submit it.
Thank you, Pavel. And also, we have a question about the format of the publication. It's about are digital only or online publications eligible? So I think it means that if there is no like physical book, is it possible to apply?
Yes, it is. It is possible to apply, and we promote the digital or hybrid publications because they are often doing the important intercultural and transnational work because they are making knowledge available. So by all means, we include digital publications, online publications only, as long, of course, as they fulfill the kind of book length qualities. And for the submission itself, please note that we do require physical print-offs in one way or another so that we can share them. If in doubt, please drop us a specific question and we will come to, or we'll try to come to a solution. One we're at the hybrid and mixed media question. In the past, I've been asked a question about online sources, websites that are kind of specifically looking at a number of arts, whether these are eligible too. I would look at it as established journals. If there is an established website that has a special themed issue or a special curated substantive that is book length content dedicated to one of the scenographic disciplines, please do submit it, because that should also be included. It is not that if you're coming from another discipline, whether it's, I don't know, architecture or film or you name it, or textiles, and you publish something that is related specifically to scenography, that you are not eligible. I would say, no, let's use this publication cultures program also as an opportunity of bridging disciplines and bridging experts in other fields who contribute, help, and support the knowledge in our own fields. And these can be, I don't know, expert things such as geographers looking at specifics of site-specific performances, or engineers looking at technological technological specifics that have application in performance design and scenography. I don't know, I'm just speculating now, but just to say, we are open to all the disciplines as well as all the media formats that have something to add, something to say, and contribute to PQ, publication cultures, and the scenographic disciplines.
Thank you so much, Pavel. And that was our last question. So I'm highlighting once again, in case we did not answer all of your questions, which we did, but still you can put your questions on our email, which is here in our presentation. Also, you will find this email on the website. Please stick to the deadlines. And now we are coming to the end of our webinar. Please note that we are having upcoming webinars this week. PQ Talks is already tomorrow, November 4th. That will start also at the same time, which is 3 p.m. by Prague time. And the next and the last one will be PQ Studio, which will be on November 7th, also at 3 o'clock by the Prague time. And we do encourage you, all the authors, editors, and researchers, to participate and join our global scenography community. And also, we cannot wait to discover your publications and hopefully welcome you in Prague in 2027 during our Prague Quadrennial Festival. So thank you, all of you. Thank you, Pavel, for answering the questions and for presenting the curatorial concept. Thank you, Adam and Barbara, for supporting us, for being here, and for also explaining the PQ. And thank you, all of you, for joining us, and have a wonderful day or evening.